Did you see your BF got sick? I did. I was watching Tip to Tip this morning, and oh my god, bro. That's tough. That's tough.
In the hotel room, seems like Michael's feeling all right.
How the fuck does bread do this?
Dude, it was that weird tasting bread, bro.
It's bread! I thought it was dirt. We didn't even eat it all. Oh my god.
What a laxative bread.
I don't know if China's anything like Japan at all in this sense, but like in Japan, the pharmacy will give you stuff, but they normally just want you to have a prescription like always. I feel like so maybe they like had to go to the hospital to get like, but even then, it's pretty like just a clinic. I don't know. Japan has like clinics everywhere, and people just go to them immediately. Whereas like in the UK, it's like when I get sick, if I go to a place for being sick, it's only like when death is imminent. That's the only reason. You can go to the hospital. It's really cheap and fast in China. Okay, that's probably kind of like Japan a little bit. Maybe it's like clinic. I don't know. He actually looks so much paler than usual. Dude, I mean, food poisoning is pretty rough. As a guy who gets it weirdly a lot, it's just it's kind of brutal. You just kind of get your ass beat for the next 8 hours, and then if you're lucky, it's like low quality food poisoning. If it's like giga tier food poisoning, you are genuinely out of commission for a week. But the fact that Ludwig can stand and walk around means that it's probably like the one, 8 hours of suffering and you're okay. Because if it's like, I've had like really bad food poisoning where like I was genuinely on my deathbed. Like, I thought I was gonna die, and I still was like, it'll pass. I won't go to the hospital. I shouldn't have. Sounded like there was a minute clinic. Dude, this is rough. But it's been so funny watching them though. They're so fucking crazy they've been up to. I have been rewatching listening to DreamingCannibal Challenge whilst at work. Any chance for part 2? I would love the DreamingCannibal Challenge. I also like that we did it like a week break between every session, because it was fun to kind of get everyone involved, and everyone was kind of like theorizing what we should change. Should we mix some games up? It was really fun. I think we'll probably end up doing it again at some point, or something like that. Did you know it was a funeral they crashed? I didn't know. So like, I like the way I like watching Tip to Tip. This is the optimal Tip to Tip viewing. Okay. Tip to Tip, optimal viewing. Watch it blind. Don't read any comments, because the comments spoil all the best bits for me. I watch Tip to Tip, and then I go back to the comments to get the full context. So I get the true white man experience when I watch it, and then I'm like, yeah, that's so funny. That's so funny, this interaction. And then Chad will be like, yeah, they actually crashed a funeral. I'm like, I had no idea. What the hell? So, yeah, it's funny though. I absolutely, their conversations, it's so funny every time. But I hope that at least my like, what I would envision what's happening in like that day, at the end of this day, is that like, even though they're absolutely dying, I'm like confident that like the production wouldn't just let them die. I'm sure they would give them, like, they would get them some medicine. Because what is worse, like, yeah, okay, maybe the challenge integrity is questioned, but also would be so awful if they are like dying the next couple of days. Like, I'm sure production got them something. But no, look, what production, lol? Who do you think's getting all this footage? You think they're spending hours every night uploading all the footage? What? The logistics of that would be like, it wouldn't work. You wouldn't be able to do it. Footage is like an absolute nightmare to handle, especially when you got multiple cameras, mics too. All this stuff needs to be organized, and there's no way that Lud is sitting there in the Chinese hotel room putting all the files. Michael mic 1, GoPro 1, and then uploading it on the internet. I remember when Chris tried to do daily uploads for Journey Across Japan and gave up in 3 days. Okay, but the reason why that didn't happen is because okay, Chris is a perfectionist, and Chris's videos are very high quality, and there's not many people who can turn around and edit as fast as Chris in a Chris style. Obviously, it's his style, right? So I think obviously when there's a whole editing crew, they can edit something great, but Chris wants something great in Chris's style. So that's why it like he gave up in 3 days, because Chris had to get involved. He was like, all right, I don't know if he's ever said that, but I'm just revealing the secrets.